Hello everyone, welcome back to a lesson a day. I'm Nabila Zaman and I am currently in 8th grade in Oxford International School. Now as a student, I spend a decent amount of time studying in my day, and it's absolutely crucial for me to know that how to stop procrastinating, how to stay motivated, as well as how to focus on my studies even after hours of doing it. And in today's video, I'm going to share my experience on how I get things done. So let me tell you 5 best tips that I can think of on how to stop procrastinating. The first one is to give yourself rewards. This is probably my favorite tip of all time, and it's probably the reason why I can work so hard and get so much work done. So personally, I kind of study in 3 to 4 hour blocks, and usually I start with something to eat or something to drink. Now after that 1 hour block, I tell myself, okay, now you can get up and you can get yourself a snack. But during that 1 hour block, if I'm feeling demotivated or I need a feeling to push me harder, I need something to do that, then I'm thinking of the snack that I will get or the reward that I'm going to give myself after that 1 hour study. It can be apples, it can be candy, it can be whatever that you might enjoy. After like 3 hours or after 2 hours, I tell myself, okay, since I have studied 2 hours, I'm going to take a 10 to 15 minutes break and go on my phone or watch Netflix or watch any YouTube videos, whatever I will enjoy other than studies to do in my free time or as a reward that I'm giving myself for working hard. This is probably the best tip because you can actually accomplish your goal and then you can give yourself the reward, and getting a reward for something that you worked hard is definitely motivating. So my next tip would be to set timers during your breaks. If you're intending to take a 10 minutes or a 15 minutes break, you have to set a timer before that break. And when that alarm beeps up or when the time has finished, you have to hide your phone no matter where it is, that is behind your laptop, under the bed, or give it to someone else so that you can keep your distraction from it. Now this can be an incredibly hard or difficult thing to do when you're first doing it. However, if you do it for a couple of times or a few times, you will find that it is actually very easy when it has become your habit. The next thing I would suggest is to break your tasks into smaller chunks. That basically means to break all the works that you have into small works that you can actually accomplish. Now it can be really intimidating before an upcoming exam that you have a lot of work to do or that you have a lot of assignments to complete. But if you actually make a goal for yourself in your day that today I'm going to study chapter 1 of this subject or chapter 2 of this subject, or I'm going to write my essay, or I'm going to start writing my essay, like complete 200 words or something. If you actually make goals of it, you can feel accomplished at the end of the day that yes, I have completed my tasks for today, and then you can cut it out. The feeling that you will get when you cut out a thing from a list is actually really motivating, and it motivates you to work even harder the next day, or it motivates you, it tells you that yes, you have done the part that you were supposed to do today, and tomorrow you can continue with that. The next step would be time management and making a plan. Now the night before, I usually have a pretty good idea on what I'm going to do tomorrow, and the next morning I make a plan. I make a list of the things or the tasks that I'm going to complete by today. This way I can also know the time that I'm going to get in my free time. Now the main concept of this is that you should always overestimate the amount of time that you're going to need for a specific task. You have to be realistic with yourself. There's no point in underestimating the time and saying that you are only going to need 2 hours for like a specific essay when you are actually going to need 4 to 5 hours. If you underestimate the time that you are going to need for your tasks, then everything that you could not complete in your day will be pushed back into the following days, and then everything in the schedule would just fall apart. So you have to be realistic with yourself as well as overestimate the time that you're going to need for your specific tasks. Now, if you finish early, well then great, you have just earned some extra time in your day, or you can start working on the things that you were going to work tomorrow from the day before. That way, you can get time at the end of the routine that you made for the tasks that you want to actually do. The last step is to do something that you actually enjoy in your free time. There's no point in studying for 12 hours for 5 days and not be able to focus on anything or study anything for the following weeks to come. So you have to let yourself distress. You have to release your body and mind for the hard work that you're going through. Because trust me, keeping a balance between your chilling and your studies is extremely important. And we all know that balancing your life is. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I really hoped you liked it and you'll be able to implement these tips in your daily life. I wish you best of luck for any upcoming exams or any assignments that you might have to complete. And that is all for today. Bye everyone.